All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Ball Knowers podcast.
Welcome
Hey,
back,
a
ball
lot
knowers.
less of a break this time. A little over a week. It's not that bad.
Yeah, we should have came back after like game two and then, or even like game four, but we're
Yeah, a little
lazy,
bit. Yeah, we could
unfortunately.
have gotten our reactions after going up 2-0 because I was definitely in the moment thinking Pistons in five, maybe six. Um,
Yeah, when the Pistons went up 2-0, I really thought we were going to win in five. And then we proceeded to revert back to all of our worst habits for three games. And then we really choke in game five,
yeah,
obviously. Um, but we're able to go into Cleveland uh, and we're able to win game six. Like, even though, like, I feel like it was a pretty good Mobley game. It was a
it's a pretty
decent
bad
Harden
Mitchell
game,
game.
but yeah, Mitchell didn't do much. And I guess we could talk about game five. Mitchell absolutely lit us up in the second. He had
Yeah,
like 37 points in the second half, and like this dude was just running around the court, hitting pull up threes, foul baiting, like
I actually had
everything.
to turn off the game at one
And
point.
the refs have been especially atrocious in this series. Like, I don't know if I'm not watching other playoff series this closely.
Yeah.
It's probably because I'm not. But the refs in this are so inconsistent. Like, some of the calls that they were making, like on both ends of the courts, were just so inconsistent. Like, the Pistons had a few that went their way, like, I'll admit it. But, like, Asar Thompson had, like,
Mm-hmm.
two ghost fouls in the fourth quarter to foul out with, like, 5 minutes left. And then literally like a possession later, James Harden runs down the court, flops, and gets a whistle immediately. And it just makes no sense. They've had us in the free throw differential like I think every game since like the
Yeah,
first couple
there
games of the
was a
series.
there was a stretch. I think it might have been game. It was either game four or five. They went a whole quarter without committing a foul, and I just don't think that doesn't happen in basketball. Like you always foul. Like it's just unrealistic to have a team play perfect basketball where they don't foul one time. Like, it's not even just the free throw disparity. It's the fouls called disparity. And every time I see someone on Twitter say refs versus Cavs, like it makes my blood boil. Like you're not watching the same series that I'm watching. This is not refs versus Cavs.
So how about game six though? Jalen Duren finally locking in. Like honestly, this is like his second good game of the postseason. And I'd say maybe like
Yeah,
game seven against Orlando was his other good one. And so he's finally locking in. He finally showed the ability to actually go one on one and
hmm
attack and score and not just turn it over every time.
that one play where he like split the defense to
It
get
was
to the
great. It
room,
was great.
to
It
get
was
to the
very
rim.
welcome.
It was awesome. Like I was like,
Yeah.
who is this guy? I haven't seen him in like
Yeah.
months. This is so new to me.
But yeah, I want to be done playing the Cavs. And we're recording this on the day of Game Seven for reference. I don't know when it's going to get posted, but I just want to be done playing the Cavs because playing them is scary, man. They have three star like shot makers, and then just a ton of endless white boys that can shoot, and like you never know when these guys are going to
Yeah.
start raining threes on you. It's like I like Dean Wade, Max Strus, Sam Merrill. I don't ever want to see those guys' faces again in my
Yeah, I mean,
life.
I kind of felt the same way going into Game Seven against Orlando. Like, I'm just ready to be done playing this same team. Um, and I'm sure if we win this Game Seven, we're gonna feel the same way about the Knicks after about three games. Like, I mean, that's kind of the nature of being not a super dominant team in the playoffs. Is that a lot of these series are probably gonna go long if we're gonna win these series. So we're gonna get to a point of being just absolutely sick of every team that we play.
I know. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
Cavs,
it's been really
especially,
bad.
and it's just with like with the Harden flop antics in Game Six. Like it's really the whole series, but especially obvious in Game Six because he wasn't getting the
Well,
calls. And like the 3 pointer where he kicks out like 3 feet. Like Tobias bit on that like three or
yeah.
four times early in the series. I feel like, and he's been good at avoiding it now. And so Harden sometimes still flails out, and he just falls over like he got shot by a
The one
sniper
clip
in the
that
crowd.
keeps
Like
popping up on my Twitter is the one where he tries to do it on Cade, and like seriously, he kicks his feet out. Like I saw an edit where it says like Pistons in seven, but it's
it's
a
just
picture
so
of Harden doing the
shameless.
flop, and he
It's so
actually like
shameless.
angles his feet to look like a seven, bro. It's so crazy.
Did you see what Did you see what JB
Well,
said
somehow
in
how he
the
would do it in
press
practice
conference?
when he coached him in Houston.
Yeah, because that's like first of all, JB, like that's just kind of crazy that JB would say that. Like that's person that's like a personal thing from like 10 years ago. Um, but that's why we love him. That's why we love that bald son of a gun. That's why we love the best Pistons coach of this century.
Well, I don't know. Larry Brown got it to a championship.
We gotta call him that now. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. I forgot that
Best
was this
Pistons
century,
coach since
honestly. My
2010.
bad. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Better than Stan Van
Yeah.
Gundy. We got to get back to the topic though. We were talking about James Harden and the ridiculous flopping, and it was just so bad in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think people when they talk about how bad Shea flops, they completely forget that Harden really started like this era of players that like shamelessly flop. I know players would like exaggerate contact before James Harden was an all-star, but like since he won MVP, doing all that bullshit, like hooking dudes' arms to like draw fouls, it's like he did it way worse than anyone else has done it.
Yeah, I feel like Chris Paul also did it
Yeah.
around that time. I feel like, um, but Harden was definitely the first guy to be like a superstar
I just,
doing it. I
you
feel
know,
like
I
so.
when I watch Shea foul bait, it still pisses me off because it's just so shameless. Like, how are you a grown adult man and you're fine doing that on national television? But at least he's like attacking the rim. He's actually like absorbing some real contact almost every time that he flops. Whereas Harden, especially on these three pointers, like
Well, yeah, because Harden's just not as quick as he
I
used to
don't
be.
think he
Also,
should be
like
like the ref should give it to him.
he doesn't get by the
Like
defenses often.
I don't know. I feel like you should be punished for getting old and not being able to, break down your defender anymore. You shouldn't be able to, use your off arm a ton and foul bait to get the same production that you could when you were younger. I think it's just a natural part of the game.
Yeah, I think the whistle's just been super inconsistent. Like I think Cavs fans
I
would
think the
agree.
Cavs fans you see on Twitter don't agree, but yeah, like real Cavs fans that like watch the games and stuff, they would.
Did you like how that flagrant foul on Asar Thompson? Because on Sam Merrill, and then literally every time Asar Thompson
Oh
was
yeah, they were
dribbling the
booing
ball for
him.
the rest
It's
of
like
the game, he
Asar
was
is
getting
probably the
booed by the
chillest
crowd.
dude on our roster.
It's crazy how every time this dude shoots a three still though, like I remember why he doesn't shoot
The
threes.
only two threes that he has made in this playoff
Because
run.
like not only does he miss, like he
Well,
misses and
okay,
it's
so
not even
there's the
close.
one three that we thought he made, but his foot was on the line. And then there was the one where he cashed the three, but it was after the shot clock expired. So
After the
that just
buzzer,
crazy. The
yeah.
only two threes
After the buzzer.
he makes are like just barely not counted. And then if he's taking a legit open three, like stand still, catch and shoot, that shit is so bad. It's not even close.
Like, I just don't understand how he can be so bad at that, but then he's like He's genuinely like a one of a kind player on
Yeah,
defense.
I mean,
Like I was thinking about like a player comp for him, and I was thinking like, is he like Tony Allen? Is he like Kawhi? Is he like a mix of the two? I feel like the I don't know because I feel like he's Tony Allen, but he's like speed boosted and he has a
I mean,
40 inch
I think
vertical, which is
at
kind of a
that point,
crazy
like that's
player to
kind of
think
his own
about.
archetype of player, like a guy that legitimately, like you can't really do much with him on offense, but he's such a
Yeah,
freak
and I
on
feel like
defense.
a lot. I've seen people saying also that he can kind of exist as a non-shooter more than a lot of people can, just because a lot of players can, just because
Yeah.
he's such a great cutter and finisher, and he actually just has pretty good feel. Um, but I feel like he's totally got a ton of room to grow, even without a jump shot on offense, just like in terms of decision making and taking care of the ball.
Yeah, I've
But sometimes like, he shows flashes of like scoring from 6 to 10 feet that makes you think, maybe he could do
yeah, he
this like
could.
every game.
I've really
But
enjoyed when they have him take the ball up the court. I especially really like the action that he runs with Cade, where like he hands Cade off the ball and kind of gets in the way so Cade gets an open three. Like that's I think his best use on offense is getting Cade off ball looks.
I like when he takes the ball up the court. Honestly, because
Yeah.
Cade gets to come off ball. He gets to take a break from getting hounded by Max Struess or whoever, and Asar can honestly take care of the ball, and he can get it into the actions, and he's just such a good cutter. But obviously, the offense is limited when he's on the floor a little bit. I saw Channing Frye was saying like you gotta lock Asar in the gym and make him shoot 1,000 like 1,000 threes a day, because like it's hard to watch and like it's crazy. He's like the opposite of Asar Thompson. He was an absolute scrub on defense, and he was just a
I
tall
mean,
guy who
clearly
could shoot.
Asar's working on it. Like I see the clips of like him and Ron working on their jump shot, but I think
I'm sure he's great
yeah,
in like open
just like
gym.
how Mitchell Robinson can probably shoot free throws in an open gym, but it's just different once you're on the court. But I mean, even if he never develops a jump shot, which he probably won't. Like, let's be real at this point. Like, it's probably not. He's never gonna develop like a real jump shot. Like, he's still a phenomenal guy to have on the court all the time.
I mean, if Wemby wasn't in the league, he'd be
Yeah.
the defensive player of the year, I think. And he's the best wing defender in the league. I think he has been like at least at times
Hmm.
since his like rookie year. But he's put on so much muscle this offseason. And he's getting smarter on offense, and the athleticism and instincts are just
Yeah.
like out of this world.
Ba-
So until that changes,
Yeah.
like he's just gonna be an
Back to
insane player.
Cade taking the ball off the court against Max Struess. What the fuck were some of those turnovers, dude? Like,
Oh man, bro. Cade just
it's like he
trolls
invents
sometimes,
new
man.
ways
I
to
guess
turn
it's
the ball
mental
over.
stamina, man. Cade Cade doesn't have the mental stamina. Maybe this is just telling us Cade doesn't have the mental stamina to play point guard in the NBA.
I don't think.
Like
I mean,
maybe we should get
he
him a
is a
point
really
guard
good passer.
and
Like
like move him
he's a
to
smart passer. He makes good reads. It's just like, yeah, he needs a real point guard off the bench, where
like maybe we can get Cade some like Adderall or something for him to take in like the third quarter or like whatever when he's getting
he needs to
bored
pop a lower decky
and
in the middle of the game. That shit really helps.
I don't know if we could just get Cade like really perked up on some shit while he's out there, he's gonna see like everything. Like some of those turnovers, like that one to Donovan Mitchell in maybe it was game 4 or game 6, I can't remember. But he's trying to like hand it off to Duncan, and it's like the worst pass ever because Donovan Mitchell's
Yeah.
overplaying the crap out of it, and he just easily steals it and gets a dunk, and then the next possession they have like a Max Struess three, and the next thing you know, the lead's gone. And it's just like those kind of things all
Yeah.
come from one turnover. And it's really frustrating to watch some of these Cade passes, and I'm really really praying that we're not going to see
I
them
think
tonight.
he'll recognize his stakes. It's a game seven, and then he'll like lock in every possession. But it really feels like
And
he
then what
doesn't,
game did we?
huh?
What game was it? Sorry, yeah. What game was it that Cade had three straight
I
turnovers
think
in the
that was game
clutch? Was
five.
that
Like
game
that was kind of
five?
why we lost the game.
Yeah, like and that one to Max Struess, like who's sitting on the inbound, he literally just
Yeah.
throws it straight to Max Struess' his hands, and then he just turns around and
But it's like
gets
he
a fucking
forgot
layup
Max
or
Strus is
whatever.
allowed to like jump around on the inbound.
But forgot he's allowed to use
It's like,
his
oh
hands.
shit, I forgot he can do that. It's like,
And like turning the ball over when you're trying to make like good passes
mm,
and stuff, like that's okay. But like some of these turnovers are just so unexcusably bad. And obviously they do end up costing us. Like they cost us in the Orlando series. That's
mm.
why part of why we went to seven. And they cost us in Cleveland, you know?
it's it's kind of crazy because like other superstars like on Cade's level, they don't really make. I mean, they're high turnovers sometimes, but it's not like stupid turnovers like Cade. It's like
They don't do it as
everything
often as Cade either. Like this is like a
everything about
recurring
Cade's
thing with
game
him.
is so refined and he's a really talented player. And then you see the way he turns the ball over, and then I'm like, okay, I understand why people are hesitant to put him in like top 5 or like top 7 player conversations because he really looks like an idiot when he turns the ball over like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's been games
Yeah,
where he hasn't really turned it over. Like if he keeps it under six, like I'm not upset. You
I'm
know,
with that. How about Paul Reed though? Holy
Paul
shit.
Reed,
I
amazing.
thought I thought
If he had played, if he'd played more in Game Three, like he should have, we would
yeah.
have gone up 3-0.
I never thought he would get real playoff minutes. I guess before the playoffs, I didn't think Jalen Duren would actually suck. Um, but legit, like he comes in the game and act like beside outside of Game Six because Duren actually had a solid game. Like he'll come in and there's just a different energy that he brings. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's he's basically been the second center because Stu has been pretty much uh, non-impactful, like at
yeah,
all
what's up
in
with
this
that? Like why
matchup.
can't he?
I think he's just it's just not a good matchup for him. They have a lot of length. Like
Yeah,
Mobley eats him up. So I mean, but I mean, he did come in and was it this last game or game five? And he hit two threes
I think it
like
was.
back
I
to
think it
back. It
was
was
Game
pretty cool.
Six. Yeah, that those back to back threes are pretty sick. But yeah, Paul Reed, what a dog, man. And JB, like I really like that JB sees how well he plays and is like, all right, we don't have to stick to this rotation from game one. Like we can actually play Paul Reed like substantial minutes. I'm happy about that.
I mean, the other guy who made a huge difference in game six, we didn't really talk about him yet. Marcus Sasser, dude. It's crazy how like we've had all these games where Danis Jenkins has been shooting terribly and JB
Hmm.
has refused to put Sasser in. And now he finally put Sasser in. And what do you know? Sasser has like a 20 plus minus. He hits a bunch of shots. He plays his ass off. I think he's honestly probably the second best shooter on the team behind Duncan.
I mean, we were just talking about this pre-pod, but I mean, I the way this specific playoff run is looking, Cade is kind of a better shooter, but he has gotten more burn than Sasser. Like that's what you were saying. But I don't know. It really does help to have an extra shooter on the floor, like what Sasser provides um, for floor spacing. Like the offense looks a lot different when he's out there. Like him, Cade, and Duncan, and then keep Asar out there for his elite defense. Like that's a good lineup. That is a pretty good lineup.
No, yeah, and my dad is a huge Sasser homer, so he was very excited to see Sasser finally playing after he's been calling for him all
I did
series.
see a tweet saying like is like Detroit got a demon off the bench. Is he the next Jalen Brunson? He's really good. I just don't.
Sasser's a good player. He's a 4-year college guard, and he's an undersized scoring guard, so he must be the next Jalen Brunson.
Um, we already talked about the terrible refing. Oh, we can we dive deeper into um, the James Harden hate again? I kind of want to go
I
back
guess
to
we
that
could, yeah.
because I just I can see it happening tonight where we open up the game and pretty early on he flops on a three and gets three free throws. I feel like if I accept the fact that it's going to be a rough flopping night, then it won't be so bad to watch it happen. By the way, I put some money down on the Cavs so that I'm happy regardless of what happens.
Wow.
Hashtag not sponsored
Really
by
hedging your
FanDuel.
happiness. Well, I'm really hoping that we pull it out. I hope, or if we lose, like I want to lose by like 20, lose by 30. Like if we lose right at the end in like the worst way, like I will probably cry.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I'll have people over to watch the game, but it would be so brutal for us to lose like at the last second. That would just hurt. That would hurt too bad. Like I remember watching game 6 of the first round last year where we ended the game on Malik Beasley fumbling the ball out of bounds. I just ended up
Oh
like
my
just
gosh.
my head in my hands for like a solid 10 minutes. I could not believe that was how the season ended.
I remember he totally could
No,
have had
he
like
had a
a pretty
great
good
look.
three if he
That
just caught the
sucked.
ball. Like what a dumbass. Bro probably had his under fucking points.
We can move on to some of the other series in the second round. It was a pretty underwhelming second round outside of our series.
Yeah. I feel like Thunder 4-0 over the Lakers. I feel like it was a pretty
Yeah, it
entertaining
was
4-0
entertaining.
at least, but it was it was predictable. The Lakers almost got like two of those. Um, and they were like in every game in the first half, so it was a pretty good series. And it was unfortunate to see the Thunder once again like not caring about how much better they are than the other team and still like doing shameless antics like flopping and foul baiting and
Like
like okay.
I just wish they would turn it down a little bit. Like they gotta know the rhetoric that surrounds the team. Like people could look at this team as like one of the more dominant teams of all time, but it's not gonna happen because of how much it sucks to watch them play.
I mean, Chet is 7-1 and he was foul baiting
Austin
against
Reeves.
like who did he have on
Yeah, it
him?
was
Yeah, he had
disgusting
Reeves on
work.
him. He was foul baiting. I mean, it was a pretty great series from LeBron, all things considered. Like, I hope it's not the last that we see of him. I mean, I'm sure he would have made a bunch of
Yeah.
noise if he was retiring.
I was taking notes on the games as they happened for the first couple of each series. Um,
So is LeBron going to take a
I
minimum
don't
next
think
year?
so. I
Go
I
somewhere
don't think he's
else?
got it in him to take a minimum. I think he wants some max money.
But like, what does he want to do? Does he want to stay in LA and have like another
I think
okay playoff season where he's on this team that's like weird and not built for him and it's built
I
for
just
Luca
like where do you
instead?
think he'd go?
Cleveland?
Cleveland,
I don't know. I mean,
this is for you.
he could go back to Cleveland. He could. He's obviously not going back to Miami because
Yeah.
him and Pat Riley have beef.
I don't think he'll go to a new team.
I mean, where would he? Yeah, I mean, he is an old man. I don't know if he wants to deal with all that. I don't. I think he's aware that if he ring chases, like, people might talk bad about him, and I think he's probably conscious of that. He doesn't want to like egregiously ring chase, like even though he's still in peak form and like
Nice.
my bad. He's still in peak form, and he could go to a decent playoff
Yeah.
team and like really help them.
Well, I saw the quote unquote rumors that he'll go join Steph in Golden State.
That would be fun. I wish he
Yeah,
would
that
have
would be
done that
sick
like
as
two
fuck.
years ago. Like, because there were rumors of that. Like, imagine back in like 2024, LeBron and Curry team up in Golden
I
State.
think it'd be fun to get all the get the 2010s unction going in Golden State because I don't think they would be good enough to win a championship.
Because now these guys are really just too old. Like Curry's always hurt now. He can't handle like the 100 game season or whatever
Yeah.
with the playoffs. And he's like the rest of the team like is pretty butt. Like they're well coached and like they're bare of talent, especially with like all the injuries, like Moses
Oh
Moody's knee
yeah, I forgot
exploding.
about that. That shit was so nasty.
It's like whatever thing was on Charlie Kirk's neck, they also put one of those in Moses Moody's knee. Because I saw them both on video and it was literally the same.
I've never heard that comparison before. That's crazy. I don't know. I think if I had to bet on where LeBron's gonna spend his last season, it's probably LA. Just because I know Cleveland's got a rough cap situation already. Um, it would be really interesting if he went there, finish out with Mitchell and Harden. Um, yeah, I don't know.
What if he went to like New
No,
York or
that's lame
something?
as
If he went to
fuck.
the Knicks?
Don't do that, LeBron. A little bit. Come to Detroit. Take a minimum contract in Detroit.
I mean, who is cool with like clutch sports? The thing is, like LeBron's also been floating like retirement a ton. So I feel like if he does anything, he's probably just gonna run it back on the Lakers again, which is unfortunate.
You
Like it's
know,
boring.
I wouldn't be mad if he decided
He's not gonna win a
to
title.
hang it up after this year. Like, go out on a
He
strong
might.
note. I know they got swept in the second round, but he won a first round playoff series as the guy at age 41. And
I mean, it's about to be potentially the repeat
yeah,
champions
I mean, go
sweeping
go
them at
out like
least.
that.
So it's not too
I mean,
bad.
that would be sick as fuck for the documentary. Like in his last season, like his co-star gets hurt and he gets one last run as the guy and he wins a playoff series and then gives the
I mean, it would have been cooler if he won a title. I mean, come on, bro. The Rockets, my left nut could have won that
hey
playoff
bro, put
series,
me
bro.
out
Come
there. I
on.
could do it.
That might be like the least impressive
Yeah,
playoff
he's
series, man, of
41.
like
He's
the
41
last
though.
10
I don't know.
years.
It's still I would still say it's impressive for him, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
know.
don't think
I
he's
know what
going
you're
out with a
saying.
title. I like I genuinely don't think it's possible for him to go out with a title.
It's just
You
crazy
know.
because he's still so good, and like you could see the vision that with him on a minimum, and on a team where he can like take it easy in the regular season, like he could totally go
Bro, him
deep in
and
the
Kate would
playoffs
be
again.
so good. I'm telling you.
Bro, LeBron to
Come to
Detroit,
Detroit.
bro. LeBron in the Tobias
Oh my
role, oh, it
gosh, that
is
would be so
over,
good.
bro. Oh my God. The passing would be like off the charts, bro. Jalen Durham would average 40 points per
LeBron
game.
James, if you're watching the Ball Knowers podcast, well-known podcast with 3
We
subscribers,
know he does.
come to Detroit.
Yeah,
It
well
will
known
make your
podcast.
legacy, and I will be we will be so happy.
We could win
It's
the
gonna
title. Like
happen.
we could beat OKC if we had LeBron. Like even if it's like 42-year-old, 43-year-old LeBron next year, like we
Like
could do it.
this is a squad that we've got a great defense. We just need just a little bit more. firepower on offense, you could be that LeBron.
But that really makes me think is also who could be in the finals. It could totally be the Spurs. I guess the Spurs sent Minnesota home. It's unfortunate. Ant really was like playing injured. That was not the Ant that we've seen in years past. You could just tell he didn't have the explosiveness, and it's because he's like nursing that knee injury, and that's unfortunate. But Julius Randle, holy crap, you're dog shit at basketball. Um, and Rudy Gobert, people drop Rudy Gobert's stat line in there, but like we
Yeah.
know what Rudy Gobert is. Like, how many years has he done this? Where he drops like two
It's been a
points in the
couple of years.
elimination game. Like it's, I mean, I'm sure he does it like every year. Um,
I just retweeted something that said,
but yeah, the
that's a YouTube thumbnail. Could Julius Randle beat Helen Keller 1-on-1 in basketball? It's like, I don't know.
yeah, Julius Randle is just like the ultimate like bad player to have on your team because actually, I mean, his contract's actually not that bad. He makes like 35 million a year, but it's just unfortunate when he has the ball a lot. Like he's high turnover, low efficiency in these big games every year, and
Yeah.
it's just bad, man.
I think
Minnesota's got to
even
move
if
on.
Ant wasn't hurt, though, that the series result is probably the same. Spurs still win 4-2.
Yeah, I mean, because San Antonio is just so good. So I guess let's just segue now to talking about
That is
OKC
going to
versus
be
San Antonio.
a really great series. I mean, that let's be real, that's the finals this year. I know the Knicks look pretty good. They could make a final like the actual NBA finals look interesting, but this is the real.
They're
No.
not
This is
beating
the real
either of those
finals.
teams though. No chance.
Um
I saw Carson Breber from Nerd Sesh saying he wouldn't be surprised if OKC and the Spurs split the next six titles.
I don't know about the next 6 cuz keeping a roster together.
I think maybe five of the next six, but not all six, because like the Celtics are
I think
pulling
this
one
could
or
be the
something.
start of a new dynasty. This is really cool.
Yeah, but like I totally agree that the winner of this series is going to win the finals. But we know that San Antonio like dominated them in the regular season, 4 out of 5 games. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We know that doesn't really mean anything.
I don't know. I think it'll be a great series. Um I keep seeing the same tweet over and over again. And like Adam Silver is purposely making the Thunder the villains with the whistle so that Wemby can come in and beat them, like take out the villain, and then win his first championship in New York. It's like,
I honestly think if the Pistons were in the finals, I think we'd have a better chance against
oh,
OKC
100%.
than San Antonio.
Because they don't have Wemby.
Because we could play OKC's game a little bit, but Wemby like
Yeah.
shuts down our whole offense.
I mean, the regular season games against the Spurs were, they,
They
yeah,
dominate. They
they were
destroyed us
not
both
pretty.
games.
That
It
fucking
was bad.
sucked to watch.
Like those were some of
Yeah.
Cade's worst games of the season.
And against OKC, uh, we played the one game against them without Cade and like almost won. Like that was a really close matchup. I would like if we went to the finals, I would love to see the Thunder. That would be I think that would be a good series.
I think that'd be
That's one
cinema.
where I would go into the
Um,
series. Like obviously I would be a little like I'd be stressed out watching the games. I'd obviously want us to win the championship, but I'd go into that pretty stress free.
I mean, just seeing my
Yeah.
team in the finals would be amazing. Like I think I'd
It's
just
like
be
I just
excited.
want one I want one game, maybe
Um,
two games. Um but like I wouldn't be expecting them to win the championship. Yeah, like you said, I'd just be happy that my team's in the finals 2 years after winning 14 games.
yeah, it's crazy where
Can we
we're at,
talk
man.
about if
It's crazy.
somehow the Pistons win the championship? This would be in contention for one of the greatest rings of all time.
I mean, what are the
Oh,
betting odds
it's
right
probably
now?
not
I'm gonna
great.
look it up.
It's probably not great.
currently between plus 2,800 and plus 3,000,
Yeah,
according to Google AI. Thank you.
not great odds. But like,
Yeah, I mean, but if you really believe that, I mean,
but
you
think
can make
about
some
it
money.
though. Like 2 years removed from a 28 game losing streak and the worst record in the NBA into a championship. Like I'm a little biased, but I think that's up there with the Dirk ring. Like LeBron
I
2016,
mean,
Dirk
it'd be pretty
2011,
amazing.
Cade 2026.
I would tell my
Oh,
kids
yeah,
about
hell
it.
yeah. I've got a snap memory that comes up like I think it's like every November-ish or something. It was like during the losing streak. And I'm like one day Cade will bring us to a championship. And like that day was like it's not that far off. Like I wish I could tell me in 2024 like title contention is right around the corner.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I always believed in Cade. Like,
I
I
never
always
didn't
thought he
believe
was
in
really
Cade.
good.
I just didn't believe in the rest of the team.
Yeah. Yeah, but like there were some people who would say it was
Yeah,
his
what the fuck?
fault
They were
in
not
like
watching
2023,
Killian Hayes play
2024.
basketball.
And I'm like, you watch the guy who's like clearly the best player on the team, and he's like 20. Like, are we watching the same guy who's playing with like these horrible vets? I mean, we've talked about this on this podcast
Yeah.
so many times.
Um, but yeah, we kind of fell off topic with Spurs Thunder. I think this is definitely a series that goes 6 or 7. Um,
Do you think Dylan Harper snatches SGA's
yeah,
chain?
100%. Snatches the MVP's chain.
Bro, the Spurs are so
They
loaded, man. It pisses me off, honestly. They don't deserve all these players. Like, they got Wemby, Castle, and Harper, and then they got Fox
yeah, this
too.
team's 100% like they're
Like, Harper is way too good of a player to be on Wemby's team. Like,
yeah, they've
that's
got
that's not
far more
fair.
dynasty potential than the Thunder do. Just cuz like they're this is like their floor for
I think they
contention.
they have they both have similar dynasty potential. They have similar dynasty potential because I mean
Yeah, I
OKC's
know,
already
but
won one.
like you look at OKC, Chet and Shea are great. They're great players. J Dub, I know he's been playing hurt. I don't know. I think he's definitely not like the top 15 player that people were claiming he was last season.
Well, AJ
Yeah.
Mitchell's better than him right now,
Lou Dort
anyways.
is a kind of a terrorist. Like the dude actually is not a good shooter.
The whole team are terrorists, dude. Like it's the physical defense as like OKC mind virus. Like they're all infected with the Caruso mind virus. Like it controls their actions. And then there's the Asian Duke Dennis guy who's unfortunately really good, and he's like the third string center, and he actually plays.
And they get
Um,
Jared McCain for nothing.
and it's just unfortunate. They're just so good at shooting. Like everyone can
Well,
shoot, except
Dort is
except
the
Dort.
fakest like solid 3-point percentage I've ever seen. Like I hold on, I gotta see what he shot in the regular season because it's way too high for how good of a
Probably
shooter he
like
actually is.
34, thirty-five
Let's
percent
let's
right?
let's pull it up.
That's
Yeah,
what
he's
I'm
a
thinking.
34% 3-point shooter on the season. He's a 36% shooter on his
Yes, like
career. He shot 41% last season.
so he's having a down year. He's having a
Yeah,
down 41%.
that's
God
not
damn.
real, dude. That is not a real percentage.
How has he gone? How has he gone down
Because he's
7%
legitimately
in one
not a
season? Like
good shooter.
I get the natural
Well, I
variance, but
mean,
like that's
every one of
crazy.
his shots is like wide open. He's not taking tough
Yeah,
threes ever.
I mean that's his role. Like that's totally what the coaches like tell him to do.
Yeah,
He's like 3 and D. Like if he gets an open catch and shoot, he shoots it.
yeah, dude.
But I've also seen Lou Dort be like 1 of 10, and like he's
I've
still
seen him
shooting.
start games 0 of 6, and he's letting that bitch fly every time. I wish I had Lou Dort's confidence.
Yeah. I want to talk. I don't know about you, but I want to talk about the
Yeah,
draft
we gotta
lottery.
talk about this.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk about the draft lottery because that's a really interesting thing that happened. And obviously, Washington
Mm.
gets that first overall pick for like the first time in like 10 years, 15 years since John Wall. I was thinking 2010 was 10
That's
years ago.
16 years
Silly
ago.
me.
Holy shit!
Um, um, but yeah, I thought they were gonna take Devonta, but seeing as Utah has pick number two and Devonta like is expressing that he wants to stay in Utah, and we know that he's like a Utah guy now. I guess the Mormons have ensnared him. I'm imagining that either Washington's gonna agree not to take him at pick one, or they're gonna just do a switch.
Yeah, I think if you're
With Utah.
Washington,
So that should be
you take
interesting.
DeBonsta and you force Danny Ainge to
Uh
trade you some
oh. I
picks.
think
Yeah,
I
I
was
kind of
just
saw that.
lagging.
I was just saying, like, if you're Washington, like, you take DeBonsta unless Danny Ainge offers you like a pretty good package to move up to one. Like,
I think if you're
yeah.
Washington, you know what you do? You go to the White House and you get the president involved. AJ DeBonsa, you need to come play in the nation's
That's a great
capital.
impression. I've
You
never
can't play
heard
in
you do that
Utah.
before.
That's where they killed Charlie Kirk.
That's fucking crazy. But yeah, I mean, I love the way the lottery turned out. I'm so glad like a good team didn't move up to like a top three pick.
Okay, so let's just assume that the top two picks are DeBonsa and Peterson. Um, who is pick three? Do you think it's Boozer or Wilson? Because we have Memphis here. Like, do you think Memphis should take Cam Boozer? I'm just gonna say this. Cam Boozer feels like the most Chicago Bulls player like I've seen in a while, and I think Cam Boozer at four to Chicago just makes sense.
Well, I spent a really long time listening to the State of the League podcast guys talk about how Cam Boozer needs to go to Sacramento. So now,
Don't
yeah,
they have like pick seven?
yeah, Cam
That
Boozer
is
is
never gonna
not
happen.
going to
They're
seven.
gonna have to move up.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to move
Um,
up.
I don't know. It's just
Um,
how much does Memphis believe in Caleb Wilson to take him over Boozer, who's had a great college season?
honestly, honestly, if I'm gonna be real, bro, if I'm an NBA GM and I'm drafting like star players for my future, I'm taking Caleb Wilson over Cam Boozer. Caleb Wilson is mini Giannis, bro. He is the most obvious mini Giannis player like we've seen in a while. Like he is gonna be so good in a couple years. He's gonna be an all star. Um, and that's not to say Boozer won't be, but like he doesn't have the physical athleticism to like be that guy at the next stage. I feel like he's a great player, but like he doesn't have that insane athleticism that Wilson
Yeah, I
has.
mean, I'm with that. I didn't watch too much of either of these guys in college. I just know what people have been saying about them.
Oh, dude, Wilson, he's not as big as Giannis, but he's like 6'9" or he's like 6'8", but he looks like he's 7 foot. Like he looks like he's as big as Giannis because his arms are so long and he
Can he
has like
shoot?
a 40-inch vertical. I think he shot like 27% from three, but he shows flashes in the mid range. He made some mid ranges like where you can like definitely tell that the potential is there, and he's only 19. I think he might be
So
18. So
are you
so
saying
much
Boozer is the
potential.
most Chicago Bull player ever because he might suck for them?
No, I don't. I just think like he would look good in a Bulls jersey, and I think I'm just thinking that because his dad played for the Bulls. I
I
think
don't know.
that's what
I
it
want
is.
Chicago. I
I
want
just
them
think
to
that would
end
be
up with
cool
a
though.
high ceiling
Like
guy
the
that actually hits his potential.
Boozer plus the Giddler. I mean, Boozer's a great pull for pick four. Like that guy could be an all star for sure.
just Boozer and Giddy is going to be a real ugly
Like,
lineup.
okay, I mean, they got to get rid of Giddy. Like, I mean, they should not be tied down heavily to Giddy.
I don't know.
But considering I think ownership likes him, so that I don't think that's gonna happen.
What do they see in him?
I don't know. He puts butts in seats,
No,
bro. I
fucking
mean,
Josh Giddy is not putting butts in seats. The city of
I guess,
Chicago is putting butts in seats.
bro. The Bulls, yeah, the Bulls have like crazy attendance. I think the Bulls are like at the top of attendance like every year, even though they've been mediocre
Their
for ten
best player
years.
could be like Trey Jones, and they would put butts in seats. And just because they're the Chicago
Yeah, they
Bulls.
probably did that. They probably did that. But I guess just to move past that, so I guess I don't know what Memphis is thinking, but if I'm Memphis, I'm thinking Caleb Wilson's a lot better next to Edie than Boozer is. Because I feel like Boozer might just end up
Yeah,
becoming a small
probably.
ball five, like in the NBA. That might just be what he is. Um, but then pick five, which the Clippers have. The Clippers end up that crazy 50-50 trade. The Clippers end up winning it, and I could not be happier. The Pacers do not get an insane player to pair with Halliburton. So I'm happy for that. Even though Zubats isn't nothing. But the Clippers have picked five, and you know who I've been
Hmm.
seeing mocked there recently, and like who I think totally makes sense.
You think he's gonna
A
go that high?
Mara, because oh yeah, I think I guess there's a chance he doesn't, but if I'm at pick five, that's totally who I'm taking. Like a 7'3" guy with like a 7'6" wingspan. He moves super good. He dribbles super good. He passes super
Mm-hmm.
good for a guy that size. He can kind of space the floor too. Like he's literally like Klingon. He's like another Klingon.
Yeah.
Like I would take a Klingon if he's like a Klingon who handles the ball better. Like if I had the chance to take one of those, I would totally take it. Like he's gonna make your team defense really good, and if he's an okay offensive player in the NBA, then like that's a success.
If you're the
And
Clippers, like, and you get
the
a Daymara, like, do you start this next era of Clipper basketball with or without Kawhi?
uh, I'd keep him. Why not? They already got lucky by like getting into the lottery. Like they don't
Well,
need
they
to be
still don't have
bad and do it
draft picks,
again.
right?
Uh, they've got Garland. They're gonna get this guy Mara. Like the Clippers have shown that they can like fill out good rosters year in year out. Um, but I don't know what's going on with this tree planting scandal. I don't know if anything's gonna come of that. I'm gonna say probably not at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean that's most likely the case. It's almost been a year since it came out.
What if Adam Silver? What if the Clippers are trying to make their pick at pick five, and then Adam Silver comes to the podium and he's like, you guys actually don't get
Does
this
it go back
pick.
to the Pacers?
I don't know. Maybe like FanDuel gets the pick or
Yeah,
something.
I don't know. Adam Silver just seems he's a big business slut. He's gonna let Steve Ballmer get away with this and really not punish them.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. There's probably
Oh,
like
they're all
lots of teams doing
Brunson
that
when
shit.
he decided to take a
Yeah.
pay cut, like that's probably what he got. It was
At the end, like I'm not mad about it. I still love
no,
Kawhi.
not at all.
It did not change my feelings on Kawhi one bit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
He's still my nonchalant king. Like no one is more nonchalant than Kawhi. Like he is like the definition of the word. Even though he's become more chalant like during his career, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Back to Memphis though. You think they take Caleb Wilson? You keep Ja.
What's Ja's contract situation? I mean, how many more
Let's
years
pull
he
it up.
got?
Computer. Where
That's really what. I mean, if he's only got like 1 year left, just keep him, I guess.
where the fuck? Where'd it go? Oh, here it
See
is.
where the team can
He
get.
is locked up through 2028. So next season he gets 42 mil. Season after that, 45,
2028.
and then he's a free agent.
Sheesh, man. So you got 2 more years of this guy. I mean, it's we've already seen that he must be hard to
Yeah,
trade, or they would have done it. Um, Unless Miami or something gets way more desperate this offseason, I imagine he's still going to be there. Which, he's a good point guard. Let's just hope he can get healthy and deal with his issues, and he could honestly help Caleb Wilson like figure it out in the
yeah,
NBA if that's what ends up happening.
dude, he's played 79 games over the last 3 seasons. That's horrible.
God, so bad, man, so bad.
Yikes. But yeah, I think my theory with how the draft lottery turned out this year, they wouldn't have given Washington and Utah those top two picks if they didn't make swings at the deadline to try to be good next season. I think if Adam Silver, assumed they were gonna still be bad next year, he was gonna give those picks to Golden State and OKC.
What about OKC? Yeah, I guess that's true. But I for one am excited to see the new look
I think they could be.
Wizards.
They're definitely a playing team.
This is the most. This is a great draft class. Like I'm really excited about this draft class.
Yeah.
There's some awesome players in here.
Now I got every year I do watch the draft lottery. I watch it live, and every year they talk about like I've been covering the draft for the last 20 years. This is the best group of guys I've ever seen, and like. You've got to stop saying that every year. Like, yes, this is a good group of players. They've said that like every year besides 2024. Like last year,
The thing is, last year was
yeah, it was.
also
And
a
then
really good
2023,
draft
like this is the
class.
best group of guys I've ever seen because they got Wemby. Like I get it. And then 2022, this is
Yeah.
the best top three I've ever seen. I'm like, you got to stop throwing that around because people are stupid. Like they don't look back, and I don't know. I just think they got to stop throwing around the term generational prospect. They got to stop throwing around the term best draft class ever every single season because it really loses its meaning. But this is a great group of guys.
But this year it could be though.
Like
This year,
I don't know, the
but this
best
year it
group of
could be.
guys that we've seen in like the last 10 drafts is
Okay,
20 probably 2018.
you've got the next Tracy McGrady, you've got the next Kobe Bryant, you've got the next. I don't fucking know what Boozer is. You got the next baby Giannis. You got fucking baby Curry.
Hey,
The
Cuff.
fucking what's his name? Gay Cuff, yeah.
Does
Uh,
he shoot like that? Has he got it like that?
and we have the next Wemby. We have the white Wemby, the Spanish Wemby. They're right next to each other on the European continent. Mara and Wemby.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I still think since I've been like I don't know, a non-casual NBA fan, uh, the 2018 draft has probably been the best one that I've really followed.
Let's see
Luca and
who's in there.
Shea.
Luca and SGA.
I
Okay, the first two picks are stinky though. Doesn't it go
yeah yeah.
Aiton
It does.
Bagley? Ugh. Oh, Bagley was 2018.
Okay, I
Sheesh.
don't know.
That was a long time ago
Let's
now.
go to draft. Let's pull up the 2018 draft VORP. So we got Luca.
I think both the
Yeah, we got
Bridges were in
Luca,
that one, right?
Shea, Trey, Brunson, Bridges, DiVincenzo,
Colin Sexton's in that one, I
Jaron
think. Actually, no, that
Jackson.
was next year. That was 2019.
No, Colin Sexton was in this one.
That's a pretty good draft class. I mean,
No,
that's
not
not
all
the
time.
best
I
of
would
all
say
time.
like recent. Yeah,
Oh, since you've been watching?
it's
Okay.
2019, but
I'd honestly say it might be last
I'd
year. It
like to
might
see
be
how they
last
turn
year.
out season to season. But like, it's got really high potential. Coop and Khan and VJ, crazy, crazy group of
Yeah.
good rookies. Dylan Harper, fucking crazy.
People would have used to say 2021, but like a lot of those guys have just had their like stock plummet because they just did not hit their like what they're supposed to be. Like Sangoon, Mobley, Giddy,
I mean, outside of
Jalen Green,
Scotty
obviously.
Barnes, Cade, and
It's just Cade
well,
and
and
Scotty.
Franz.
It's Cade and Scotty.
Franz is pretty tough.
Oh yeah. Franz is pretty good. Franz is pretty good. Yeah.
2022 has
Trey
kind
Murphy.
of
Trey Murphy.
ended up being a little.
Well, it's because number one, Paolo mid, Chet's pretty good. Jabari's butt
J
cheeks.
Dub. Don't sleep on J Dub. That's an All NBA player. He dropped 40 in the finals. This guy is an all-time great.
You mean AJ Mitchell's backup?
If I'm the Thunder and I don't win the championship this year, I trade J Dub before he gets paid too much money.
Didn't
Well,
he already
yeah, but
get
like
paid?
before you have to start giving up guys you actually want to keep because you're paying J Dub 40 million a year. Like just trade him now. I think you could trick a
Could be the
team
move.
into thinking he's still really good and he needs his own team. I've been thinking of
Well, I'm praying. I'm
yeah,
praying
that's
for a
gotta
Pistons
happen.
win tonight. I truly am.
It's gotta happen.
And I guess we might have a podcast after this game with our reactions, or we might wait into the conference finals if
Yeah.
the Pistons win the series.
We could post a YouTube
And
short with
you know,
our
I
good
can't say I'm
reactions.
not nervous.
Yep.
Oh, a YouTube short. Yeah, we gotta get into the YouTube short space. Like that's where all the money's at. That's where we're gonna find our child audience to
I'm gonna
donate us money off their
propagandize them
parents'
to
credit
being
cards.
Pistons fans. But yeah,
Exactly.
we gotta prepare for Game 7. I'll probably start drinking my beers now so I can be numbed for tip off. So well,
Oh, I forgot to say. I was gonna say I've been going
oh
crazy on
really?
Siege lately. Siege ranked. I'm up to gold 3.
I have not played
I've
Siege
been
since we
solo
were
queuing,
playing
pushing up.
in quarantine.
Yeah, I'm going
Our
crazy
Siege
though.
party made me lose my love for the game. Like having to play on ranked, just like it's not fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
those guys were annoying too. Well, it
yeah,
was a good episode.
pretty good episode. Hopefully, we bless the Pistons by actually recording today. But yeah, if you never hear from us again, it's because we killed ourselves after a close Pistons game loss.
Or it's because Adam Silver sent his goons after me to silence me.
That's also a possibility. All right, good pod.